I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie. I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie.
They tryna stop us, so we got the Lord on our side. We gon' bring it out all that we want. So then who causing the problems, who pushing the hardest, you know it's the purple and gold. Whether you with us or not, if you pushing the truth, I salute and I'm with you, my bro. End of the day, we don't count it for profit, cause all that we do, he done did it before. That I admit I ain't listened before. That I repent, I admit I was slow. They like who we think he is, how he speaking against who we use, still it with hoes. They like who we think he is, how you run for your nation, you used to just run for your bros. Don't understand, I'm repenting, cause I feel the Lord and I wanna kill all of my foes.
I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie. I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie.
I'm seeking payment, I'm seeking vengeance, I'm seeking death and destruction on us, born of Satan. With kingdom of rappers will leave all your lives, will get thrown in a pit and your land overtaken. Death and destruction, there is no mistaking. Eternal damnation, you will be forsaken. You stole on our lands and you broken our beds. But to leave when I get the chance, I'm going crazy. Blood flowing off the garment like it's gravy. Planning invasion from a stellar navy. Man, you messing with the God of war. Leave your arms severed and your face cold. Hand being fire like a quasar. No protection from a no fire guard. Bite the vein off your neck, it'll leave you marred. I'm a jaw titan like I'm Galliard.
I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie. I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie.
You gonna pay for your lies? Coming through ripping up Edomite's pride. Guarantee that they gon' make you rise back to the nation. Cremation and leaving you fried. Look in my eyes, can't you see the pain? 400 years in captivity, man. Yeah, we gon' pay for our sin, but you went overboard with the raven and slaying and burning and leaving us hanging on trees. Get on your knees, and they gon' see if you gon' plead. Pay for your life and we show no remorse, but you showed us no mercy. You left with the perjury, looking you cover me. Look at the devil, he begging, he's sipping the text of destruction, corruption. There's ended no chance of repentance. No more Edomites living existence.
I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie. I got God on my side. He's not gonna pay for his crimes. He's not gonna pay for his lies. I won't drink of your wine. I want you to pay for your life. Want you to pay for your lies. Handle our business. Pay for your suit and your tie.
And I think that the men in the purple and gold that I've seen here, when I first saw them approaching down the street, this is not the first time I've ever seen them. I thought, now these are some young kings here. They look like kings. They speak like kings. And when they start teaching, they sound like kings.
praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting these demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away, we gotta keep it lit. When the oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top, keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. That was working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here.
Weight of the world on my shoulders, I got gray hairs. We'll pull up shining in your city just like state fairs. I be fleeing sin, I feel like Drizzy, I say take care. Cautious with my enemies, cause they gon' try to lay snares. Sunday bliss and all hypocrisies. Glory to the Father, we still here through all the atrocities. Can we speak? You my brother, what's the animosity? We the same, we both grew up eating Vienna sausages. We both tense up when we see the cops, we both hostages. Of the mental slavery they got us in. The world belongs to me and you, we still gotta pay for a pot to piss. Difference is I wait for Christ. Difference is if I keep the Lord to the end, I win a fight. That's why we glorify the Father. Why we always pray for mercy. Why we striving to be perfect. I got water surfing while I'm working. I got demons trying to entice me. Curve, I'm still learning. Swear I feel like Artaxerxes, how I'm Persian. Repent, time ticking like a Prezi watch. If my right eye offended me, I'll go Fetty Wap. Bringing forth the kingdom ain't no game. We making moves to silence, something like we playing charades.
All praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting these demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away, we gotta keep it lit. When the oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top, keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here.
All praises to the Lord. From slave ships to kingship as prophesied before. So bow in the presence of greatness. Heathens, hold your tongue, don't get smacked with a red brick. Foot across your neck, taking back the kingdom. Fighting for your soul so the Lord can come redeem them. Just a mortal man, but the twinkling of an eye. I'm reborn of God, skin black as coal. When the righteous stand bold, but it don't stop there. See Christ and his angels flying all through the air. And it's nothing you can do, but your pride's still there. Humble down or get shattered. Destined to serve us, so prepare the king's
all praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting these demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away, we gotta keep it lit. When the oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top, keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here.
Yeah, all praises to Abba the Father. Moving in the spirit of Moses, not Muhammad. Killing Allahs in Akhmet. Egypt's nonsense. Ankhs get stomped in a ferocious Hebrew mosh pit. Ghouls and goblins flee when the gods is marching. Extraterrestrial kings, but the team's not marching. Proceed with caution. We stone cold. No Steve Austin. The steez is awesome. We dripping like leaking faucets. Plus these scripts sting like violent bees and hornets of sea of violet. IUIC can't stop it. This purple rain. Flood New Jersey to Compton to reach the conscience. We not Israeli, boy, stop it. Preach the gospel till God say stop it. Unleash the lion within. The triumph beginning. 12 tribes united again. It's fire within. Cleanse the sin that's lying within. Yeah. It's legendary and extraordinary. The prayers of a million slaves sent so the Lord can send me. And my brothers, we the saviors. All praises to the Lord for his favor.
All praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting these demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away, we gotta keep it lit. When the oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top, keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop.
You are now flying.
Applying pressure to the pedal breaking. Lord, know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening taking place and they can't decimate it. Truth serum that can't be replicated. Get medicated. This that Psalms 107, ain't it? We got this truth see the Houston from LA to Riverdale. Talking truth, taking the kingdom in the gates of wicked hell.
Just touched down, I ain't got my foot on the brake. Truth got my mind, I'm feeling renewed every day. Giving sight to the blind is something we do every day. And I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel away. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain. Let's talk truth.
We can't settle for lesser. Cause we got everything that we need and we seeing no need for professor. And I just been seeing the dreamers, I know that they lying, they here to come test us. He proving to see if we got what it take, or to see if you mess up. But they still got the leasing. For too long we been sleeping. You to fall out the deep end. Say they come and been creeping. Rather listen to pastors who take all the money and split with the deacons. I've been moving with prophets with boots on the ground, we been breaking the cement. And they just been lying every time they talking to us. I don't give a damn what they say. And they know we don't bend, don't break. If they get in the way, then you know that we walking through them. Probably better get about my way. Only so much that I can take. Truth out of the urban, we shake all the dirt now. I can see it all working, you come out of church now. So get your boots laced. We gotta wake Jake. He'll make the earthquake. He's so much at stake.
Just touched down, I ain't got my foot on the brake. Truth got my mind, I'm feeling renewed every day. Giving sight to the blind is something we do every day. And I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel away. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain. Let's talk truth.
Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Truth. Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer Jonah.
To my left.
Officer David.
All praise to the Most High. Oh, why is he all the way over there? He all right. He gonna be all right. All praise to the Most High. We back, y'all. We back. I don't know where the bombs at. What the hell is this? But yeah, you know, as you can see, we starting real late today. Shout out to my cousin. I love you. All praise to the Most High God. We back today. We're going to talk about the fall of Lucifer. Now, when we talk about Lucifer, right, the general understanding from the perspective of the world, Lucifer was an angel in heaven. And he was a musician, and he led the choir or something like that,
beautiful
right?
angel at all angels.
He led the choir or whatever, and he got into it with God. God, you know what I'm saying, put the things on him, and he fell to the earth, right?
Damn.
So I don't know where they get that from, but the only time the Bible mentioned Lucifer is in Isaiah the 14th chapter.
Right.
So today, we going to explain biblically, line upon line, precept upon precept, the fall of Lucifer.
That's right.
And believe it or not, it's happening right now before your eyes. You understand? It's not the mythical narrative that we all learn to believe without any type of biblical basis, but it's actually taking place right now. You witnessing the fall of Lucifer right now, and we going to prove that thing. All right, but before we get through it, start what you're doing. Hit the like button real quick. All right, the little like button down there. Hit the like button. All right, comment. Leave a little comment or something. Get the algorithm going so everybody possible can learn about the fall of Lucifer. Message. All right? To help us help y'all.
Right.
Hit the like button real quick. All right? So now, let's open up with Proverbs 8 and 6. You know how we do it. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Come on.
Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth.
What my mouth gonna do?
Speak truth.
Let's talk truth. Read. What the hell is this? Come on, man. Read. Finish it out.
Damn. And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
All right, y'all. So look, play that first clip real quick from the topic. All right, so this is what's going on right now in the so-called Middle East. Well, this is a testimonial from somebody who was fighting for what you know as Israel, right? But what we understand as Amalek, the grandson of Esau, the devil the Bible speak of. He was in their military, and this is what he spoke on from what he experienced. All right, play that clip for us. Play that. Come on.
Jewish settlers that live in Hebron are living under the same rights that I live in Jerusalem, but the Palestinian next to them, next house over, next building over, sometimes next apartment over, lives under my rule, my military rule. And I can do whatever I want with him. I can take his home as a temporary base for a few hours to a few days to a few weeks. I can decide that I'm arresting the people of the house and tying them up to the fence of my base. If we will get an order to demolish their home or just lock their front door and don't let them out into the street their house is on, a street that only Jewish settlers can walk on and Palestinians cannot. So they have to walk through windows to yards, into the other side, into the Kasbah of Hebron. I think realizing all of that in a very, very early stage in my service helped me understood that someone was lying to me along the way. I didn't feel like I'm protecting anyone. I didn't feel like I'm helping anyone feeling more safe. I felt like I'm terrorizing people. I feel like for the first time in my life, the boundaries between good and bad that I learned as a kid, and obviously I learned that I'm on the good side, was broken. I felt like I am the terrorist. And my job was literally to scare people so they cannot think about acting against the Israeli settlers or the Israeli military. That was actually our defined mission, to make sure that to instill fear in the hearts of Palestinians in Hebron. And that's exactly what we did.
All righty. So it's a lot there, but I'm going to try to make it plain for you guys. All right? Y'all all right? All right, I'm going to try to make it plain for you guys. So as a kid, he grew up as a so-called Israeli, a fake Jew, but in his mind, he was the real thing.
Right.
And everything that they was a part of and stood for was of God, and it made sense, and he was on the right side. As he grew up and became a part of the military, he started to firsthand witness that he was a part of the complete opposite. He is the problem. He works and is an active force within the force of evil. You understand? And that's his testimony. So what I want y'all to understand, just in your mind right now, the people in Israel, they're the real descendants of the Israel in the Bible, and they're God's chosen people, right? So that would have to be based on the Bible. Now, we've already established aforetime on this show how God said he would return his people to the land, right? This is how they return to the land. Get Micah chapter 2. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. All right? Listen good, everybody. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. So what I want y'all to understand is those people over there taking that land are the same people that came over here and took this land. You understand? The same robbers, the same thieves. That's what Satan's job is to do, and that's out of the mouth of Christ. But we're going to read that too, but read that first.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Read.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it.
Read.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
So these evil people devise wicked imaginations because they have the power to do it. Like the Israeli people had the military force and backing from America, they big brother, to go and practice what they planned out, right, with the Balfour Declaration. They had the power to go and make their dream come true. Take the land by force, which is the next verse. Read on.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
They covet fields, meaning land, and they take it how?
By violence.
By what?
By violence.
No, by God.
By violence.
Prophecy coming to pass. By violence. They covet the land that's not theirs, and they take it by violence. Right now, Christ spoke about the people that would do this. Get Matthew 11 real quick. About who took the kingdom of heaven. All right, read that real quick. Come on. Verse 12, I think it is. Come on, bro.
The book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 12.
Read.
And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence.
The kingdom of heaven is making reference to God's chosen people, which just so happen to be black people. Message. And the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans today, before generations of mixing or whatever, all of us was black. The hell is this? We suffered violence from the hands of the time that Christ is speaking about, from the Romans, which were Caucasians. The same way Americans and the so-called Israelis are Caucasians today. Go ahead.
And the violent take it by force.
So God says the violent take it by force. What do they take? The people of God into captivity, in the land of God into their possession. What is the land? The land of Israel and also the Americas. Who took it by force? The violent. Who is the violent? The same people who read about in Micah 2 that covered fields and take them by violence. That is not making reference to the chosen people of God. That's talking about the synagogue of Satan. The devil. All right. Now read John chapter 10 real quick. We all know this quote in church, but we can't look at reality and accredit the attributes of this thing to what's right before our eyes. The people that we worship, the people that we praise. John chapter 10 in verse, 10. Come on.
The book of John, chapter 10 and verse 10.
Watch this.
The thief.
The what?
The thief.
So we read in Micah 2, they covet fields and take them by violence, right? That's called being a thief. Right. Somebody that steals people's lands from them. The thief cometh, go ahead.
Cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
To steal, kill, and destroy. Now your grandma said that's the devil. Right? Mm-hmm. But think about it, right? The United States of America. The land of Israel today, that was established in 1948. How was these lands established? How was these governments established? Did not they have a prior possessor? Right? So the thief came to steal, and with him stealing, he had to kill who he stole from and destroyed them. Destroyed their land, destroyed their heritage. That's what the Caucasians did to the so-called Native Americans. Right. That's what they did to the Palestinians, who are not innocent, by the way, because there's a certain way they had to get that land. You understand? Right. But either way it go, they have established their power, their governments, and etc. by what we're reading here. And Christ was talking about the devil. So who is he? Who is Lucifer? Who is Satan? Who is the devil the Bible speak of? Amalek. Now finish that out. Come on.
I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
Now last one, Leviticus 26, verse 17. So the fact that we deal with, or is it? No, I want 16. Read 14 first. The fact that we deal with these people, the fact that they have power over us, they ascended from caves and not knowing how to bathe and be civilized and things of that nature. And somehow they came to be our rulers and authorities and captors or whatever the case may be. It's spiritual. You understand? You ask the average black man how he feels about going toe-to-toe with the average white man. It's not a doubt in his mind that he can whoop the white boy ass.
Right. Oh, that's right.
You understand? It is what it is. We don't look at ourselves as physically inferior to them as a collective, period. You understand? So how did one or two of them round up thousands of us and have us in subjection? Yes, they had weapons, but think about it. It's only so many rounds in a shotgun that you got to put gunpowder in. You understand? Right. That was a spiritual thing, and we're going to show you that. Read that. Leviticus 26, verse 14.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26, and verse 14. But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments.
So God said, if you don't want to keep my commandments, this is what he's telling the Israelites, the true children of God. If you want to kill, you want to steal, you want to commit adultery, you want to do all these things against my commandments, there's going to be consequences. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror.
So God says he's going to, even though he made them to be above all people, to be over every nation on the planet, if you don't want to keep my commandments, then you can't be a leader. I'm going to appoint over you terror.
Message.
Meaning what? The nation that enslaves you and establishes rule over you, they're going to embody the term of terror. They're going to be the most terrible nation on the planet. Watch this, Ezekiel chapter 7. I believe it's verse 25. This is what God said about this nation that we're dealing with that has convinced you they the people of God. They're Jesus Christ. The angels are white. The God chosen people are white. God is white. This people, this is what God said about this people. Read that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 24.
Come on.
Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen.
The what?
The worst of the heathen.
The word heathen means nations. You understand? So out of all the nations in the world, all they are is wicked. God said, for you breaking my commandments, I'm going to appoint over you the worst of them. Who is the worst of them? The damn wildebeest, Caucasian, gay man. I know this sound like hate speech, don't it? It do, don't it? Guess what? Everything I'm saying is in the Bible.
That's right.
You want me to prove that? Give me Job 30. I know I'm going well. It is what it is. This show gonna be different because shout out to my cousin. I love you, cuz. But we just gonna roll with the punches today because we did not start on time.
That's right.
All right? Y'all just gonna be here and get edified. All right? What I say, Job 30, I think it's verse 6. Start at verse 5. Yes, sir.
The book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 5.
Come on.
They were driven forth from among men.
They was driven forth from among men. Meaning, the white man, when he was in his lower state, didn't nobody want no dealings with him. He was the vile creature on the earth, just like his daddy, Cain. You understand? Cain was driven from among men. They got that same spirit, right? That's how they ended up in the caves of the mountains in Caucasus. What is it called? Georgia, Russia. The Caucasus Mountains, Georgia, Russia. They were driven from among men. And yes, this is in the Bible. Go ahead.
They cried after them as after a thief.
As after a thief, because they the thief that Christ was talking about. That come to steal, kill, and destroy. Go ahead.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
To dwell in the what?
The cliffs of the valleys.
Can we get an image? Just type in Caucasus Mountains. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys. Read on.
In the caves of the earth.
In the what?
In the caves of the earth.
And what else?
And in the rocks.
So the Bible is talking about a caveman. You understand? The cavemen of the world, that when they was driven from among men, this is where they dwelt. Bro, Caucasus, bro, what? Come on, brothers. Type in Caucasus Mountains, all right? All right, they showing you all these damn beautiful. Just type in.
Esau did that on purpose.
Type in ancient Caucasus Mountains. Type in ancient Caucasus Mountains. All right. Scroll down. Yep, that's it. That's what I want right there. Put that on the screen for us. So we talking about Bible prophecy. All right. Put that on the screen. Come on, man.
F11 is zoom in.
F11. F11, brothers. F11. F11. There we go. All right. So read verse 6 again. Come on.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
So that's what you see right here. And that's why they call themselves Caucasian. They're professing their origin. That's where they come from the Caucasus Mountains, the cliffs of the valleys, the caves, the rocks.
Message.
That's where they're from. They were the. Can we get a caveman? Google caveman. All right. Let's look up caveman. Now keep reading. Watch this.
Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they would gather together.
So they was dwelling in bushes and nettles. They was wildebeest. All right, go ahead.
They were children of fools.
They were children of fools, meaning barbarians. Go ahead.
Yea, children of base men.
Children of what?
Base men.
Base men means the bottom, the worst of the nations. They were the basest creatures in the planet. Go ahead.
They were viler than the earth.
They were nastier, filthier than the earth. Meaning, like, you know how when you lift up a rock and you see all them worms and bugs and, you know what I'm saying, the nastiness of the earth? God says these people were nastier than that. All right, put them on the screen. That's them. Come on, brothers. That's them.
Damn.
Now, these people is the people ruling over us today.
Damn.
These the people that done conquered America, that done conquered Israel and various other places throughout the planet Earth.
Come on now, dog.
The worst of the nations, the vilest, basest of them. You understand why? Because we don't want to keep God's commandments.
Right.
That's just the reality of the matter. All right? All right. So you get off of that. So all praise to the Most High. Let's get to the reality radar. The reality radar, all right? Come on, brothers.
Reality. Reality radar.
All right, all right. So what we got today? What we got on the reality radar today? All right. What we got? What we got? What we got? Which one is it?
It's that one first, brother.
All right, let's go. Let's play that.
That was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They released 50,000 genetically modified mosquitoes. For what purpose? I don't know. But now, for the first time in 20 years, malaria has entered Florida.
Hey, malaria! The conspiracy is the new mosquitoes that he introduced were supposed to kill mosquitoes that carried malaria.
And since they released these mosquitoes, so far from what I know, there's been 5 cases of malaria. 4 in Florida and 1 in Texas.
A swing and a miss, Bill. A swing and a miss.
Stop messing with the bugs and stop doing all this stuff.
Going after the Titanic, quit touching the mosquitoes, leave every...
All righty. So what you finna play next, House?
It's a video of Bill Gates confirming.
Okay, all praises. All right, yes. Play that real quick.
You can't make this stuff up.
It holds things back so much. Now, malaria is, of course, transmitted by mosquitoes. I brought some here so you could experience this. We'll let those roam around the auditorium a little bit. There. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience.
You can't make this up. Now,
Those mosquitoes are not
Revelation chapter
infected.
6 and verse 8. You know what I want. So Revelation, the majority of the churches, I can't speak for all, I guess. But if you read some in Revelation, right? Like what we about to read, for example, when you go to your pastor and you ask your pastor, hey, what does this mean? What is this talking about? They're going to tell you that it is sealed. And the God talks about that in Isaiah the 29th chapter, when the spirit of deep sleep is poured out on the people, right? Christ, when he died, he went and loosened the seals. The thing is, if you love him, keep his commandments, he will send that comforter which shall bring these things to your understanding.
Right.
So now, after the 350 years of us, you know what I'm saying, being in their hands, the spirit of life from God in us, and now we can decode what he has loosened the seal from. So we can read this and explain to you exactly what it's talking about. Right. Now watch this. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 8.
Read.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse.
Now, just Google a pale man. All right? Now, give me hold that, get Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 18. So, the Bible in Revelation, this vision, right? It says, John sees a pale horse. Now, read that for me.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 18.
This is what you got to understand about the Bible in prophecy. Come on.
I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men,
read,
that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Right. So God compares men to beasts. So when you read about different parables and it's using animals to paint the picture, it's not talking about literal animals. It's talking about men.
Message.
When you read Revelation chapter 6, the reason why it's using a horse, horses historically were used as vehicles of conquerors, right? They would come riding on horses. You understand? So these horses in Revelation 6 are going over the history of the white man conquering during different time periods.
Message.
We are living in this time period of the pale horse, all right? Put the pale man on the screen. All right, that's the pale man. Amalek. Right? I never seen a pale person with the wide nose and the big lips. You could be super light skinned like my brother right here, but pale is a whole different story. You have zero melanin. Now albino is different. All right, there's something different. All right, this is not albino people. These are naturally pale people, cursed from the earth. The devil. Now let's go back to Revelation chapter 6, verse 8. Now, you tell me, because Bill Gates is a pale man, right? So you tell me whether or not this fits what we just witnessed Bill Gates pushing in the earth. Read that.
Revelation 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse.
A pale man, a pale race. Come on.
And his name that sat on him was Death.
The name of him is Death. What he bringing into that? What did Christ say? The thief cometh not, but to do what? Steal, kill, and destroy. His name is Death. Come on.
And hell followed with him.
And hell followed with him, meaning he would bring hell on earth.
That's right.
He go around the whole world raising hell, putting nations into captivity to build his empires off of free slave labor.
Damn.
Guess what that is for the slaves? Hell. Come on.
And power was given unto them.
And what?
And power was given unto them.
Then we read that in Micah chapter 2. Yep. They practiced their wicked imaginations because they got the power to do it. How did they get the power? When we lost our power. You understand? Now watch this. Read on.
Over the fourth part of the earth.
Can we Google that real quick just for some more confirmation? What is the fourth part of the earth? Google fourth part of the world. Now they put this out there. You understand? This is knowledge among the elites.
Damn.
All right?
Bring it out. Y'all got to spell fourth. F-O-U.
I'll pray. All right. Scroll down. Scroll down. All right. Yeah, just screenshot that and send it to them. They're going to be, y'all going to be all right. It's not y'all fault. They're going to be all right. Send them the screenshot. I know what it is. They doing Yahoo search instead of Google. I don't know what's wrong with these, bro. Who uses Yahoo as a search engine? You can't make this up. We've been using Google all these damn years. You sent it to him? Hey, Jonas sent y'all the screenshot. Just pull the screenshot up. Put the screenshot up real quick. All right, read it again to get the thought back. Come on.
And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth.
So power was given unto them, this pale race, over the fourth part of the earth. All right? Y'all got it? Yeah. All right, put that on the screen.
The fourth part of the world, the race to the ends of the earth, and the epic story of the map that gave America its name.
So they understand that America is the fourth part of the earth, the fourth part of the world. The pale race conquered it, did they not? So who is the Bible talking about? The Bible is talking about them. The devil. Finish it out. Let's see what this pale race would do. Come on.
To kill with the sword.
To kill with the sword. That's how they conquered. You can get off the screen now, brothers. Thank you. They conquered with the sword, right? They killed, they slaughtered the Native Americans amongst other people, right? Primarily us. They killed with the sword. Go ahead.
And with hunger.
And with hunger, meaning famine, right? That's what happened when they besieged nations or whatever. They killed them with famine. Read.
And with death.
And with what?
And with death.
With death, which would be amongst pestilence, right? Go ahead.
And with the beast of the earth.
And with the beast of the earth. What is that? How would they use the beast of the earth to kill, to conquer? They would manufacture diseases by way of animals, insects, flying creatures. They would use the beasts of the earth to engineer pestilence as a weapon to destroy people. Damn. Primarily us. The target is us. That's what Bill Gates has been doing. Why? Because he got the power. You understand? Get that Job 9:24 just to be basic for the brothers and sisters watching. I know this is new to you. You understand? But the Bible has the answers to everything. You got to think. If I'm looking at this, right, and I'm a Christian, I'm a regular person in the world, right? Grew up in church. And I'm like, damn, this dude is just, he got the power to just let bugs free and to kill people. Like, what the hell? And then he raving about it at a conference like it's cool. What does God feel about this? Is the answer in the Bible? Well, God so loved the world, brother. Just pray and it will all be okay. I'm lucky I didn't get so deep to where I was asking these questions because some pastors was going to get stolen on. Give me them type of answers. It is what it is. But all praise to the Most High, the understanding the Lord then blessed us to be able to get it into, the Lord pointed us to the man that got it and giving it in the world. And we learned so much from Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Yawasab, Bishop Kanata, deacons, the captains. They've been pouring upon us this wisdom. It's everything that we see has a biblical answer. I am free. The truth shall make you free. I'm not confused no more. I get it. It makes sense. Read that. Come on.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You wonder why these people, everything that they do in the name of Jesus is wicked as hell.
Y'all all right?
Because that's who the earth is in the hand of. Read.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
In case you was confused about who it is, he giving you a clue. The people that covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who is the judges of the earth? The Israelites, God-chosen people. How did they cover their faces? Every time you search up a biblical movie or you go to the library and look up a Bible-based book, who is depicted as Moses? Who is depicted as Jesus? Who is depicted as Samson? Damn white folks.
Right.
When the Bible tells you that Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian, where is Egypt? Africa. What was the ancient Egyptians? Black. It's on the hieroglyphs. You understand? A miracle was turning his hand white. How was it a miracle if he was white? Make it make sense. This ain't right. You got to open the Bible to see what these people is black. Right. Joe, in this same book we reading from, my skin is black. Solomon, I am black but comely. God, Lamentations 5, their skin is black like an oven. You understand? Come on, man. Who covered the faces of the people of the book that make you think it was them? The white man. That's who the earth is given in the hand of. That's the pale horse in Revelation 6. Exactly. That's the devil the Bible speak of. The thief that come to steal, kill, and destroy. What's going to be one of the mechanisms he used? The beast of the earth. He used bugs. What do you think COVID came from? A damn bat. You understand? Message. You can't make this up. But the Bible explains everything. It is what it is. All right? Finish it out.
If not where, and who is he?
And what?
Who is he?
So if it's not the white man, who the hell is it? Huh? You understand? Come on, man. Let's keep it 1,000. Who is the thief that come to kill, steal, and destroy and will use animals to do it?
The devil. Our people waiting for a red man with pitchforks on it with the horn sticking out his head.
What the hell you waiting on a red man for? He the one that dropped the gavel and get you cut in 100 years. You understand? He the one that pull up with the uniform and shoot you down because you black. You understand? It's right there in your face. The school to prison pipeline, the drug epidemic, everything evil in the earth, present day, was created, engineered, pushed by the so-called white man. Message. Even if another nation created it, the white man took it to the next level.
Thanks.
God said they are the wicked. It is. Message. And he's going to let them have power just in the end to show his power. That's what Romans 9 talk about. You understand? Like he hardened the heart of Pharaoh to have Pharaoh thinking he was invincible and all of that. He doing the same thing to them just to show his power by destroying their ass in
Y'all
the
all
end,
right?
at the end of the day. All right? So just stay tuned. You don't believe me, just watch. For real. All right? So now, I'll pray to the Most High. Let's get to Isaiah 11 minute. We got to deal with our brothers and sisters scattered in the diaspora, like Isaiah prophesied in the 11th chapter. All right?
Yeah, play the video. So this hundreds join pro-Palestinians march in Ghana. So we know our people, we love having an affinity and a covenant with the heathen. So with things going on in Gaza, it looks like our people in Ghana have to pick a side. Let's see what side they picked. Read that. Play that.
All right, so look, because while IT get themselves together, this is what I need y'all to do, because I know y'all ain't done it yet. Stop what you're doing, push the like button real quick. All right, hit the like button. You can hit it, you know what I'm saying, real quick. It's not, because we want likes. It's because we want the algorithm to give us steam so people can just hop on the app. And because this live streaming thing is getting so many likes, here, maybe you want to watch it. You understand? So it's about pushing a message. So help us push the message by doing a simple pushing of the like button. Message! You understand? If you like the truth, hell, you genuinely like it. So why not push the button that would tell us that you like it? Right. All right? All right, play it. Come on.
Hundreds of Ghanaians took to the streets of the capital Accra on Thursday to demand a ceasefire in Gaza. Protesters gathered at a main interchange named after the country's first president and independence icon, Kwame Nkrumah. And among them, his daughter, Samia.
This must stop. We cannot sit back and see children being killed, women and children, innocent civilians, irrespective of where they come from, what their religion is, what their race is.
The protest took place as violence focused on the Gaza Strip has been intensifying. That's after Hamas militants broke through the border into Israel on October 7th and went on a rampage. Israel says 1,400 people were killed, mostly civilians, and more than 200 taken hostage. Gaza health authorities say at least 9,601 people, more than a third of them children, have died in Israel's ensuing bombardment of the densely populated Palestinian enclave.
We Ghanaians, we are not in support of killing babies and children, old people, and I don't know.
All right.
Ghana's president, Nana Akufo.
All right. So y'all get the gist of it, right? Basically, the people in Ghana are picking a side based on what's happening. So they're closer to it. They know what it is. It's not, media can't push the propaganda to make you think that the Israelis are the victims. It's clearly to see who's on the oppressing side and the oppressed side in that equation. The issue is, right, dealing with Ghana, is there is a, what's this called? Like a cognitive dissonance or whatever the case. We forget the history concerning the Palestinians and what they did to our people. That's why a lot of our people in Africa before the recent, and when I say recent, over the past couple of 100 years, the recent mass colonization of that continent, prior to that, majority of Africans were worshiping Allah by way of the administration of the damn Islam with the sword in one hand, Quran in the other hand, by force. You understand? They were forcefully converted and through slavery of the Arabs. You understand? The Palestinians took their part in that thing. It is what it is. So they're not innocent. But you know how our people get down. It's you going through what I'm going through, so we going to pick your side. Listen, it ain't no side to pick. We on God's side.
Exactly.
You understand? Now get Isaiah chapter 8. What you going to say, Ops?
They don't even realize in Ghana, y'all they picking the side of the Palestinians. Like you said, they took that land from you first. So instead of the Ghanaians looking at it like, they fighting over a land that don't belong to either one of them. That's our land. How'd you get to Ghana? How'd you get to the west coast of Africa? Right. Because your land was ransacked. But like the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, the sleight of the hand. They've been completely deceived to thinking that, oh, the Palestinians, they're okay. The Israelis are bad. No, none of them are for you. Y'all supposed to be wanting that land back, not fighting for them to get it back.
Exactly.
Bug the hell out.
Isaiah chapter 8, this is the message to my brothers and sisters in Ghana and all throughout the continent of Africa. I know you want to pick a side, but check out what God said. Read that. Isaiah 8, verse 9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
God says if you associate yourselves with them, you're going to be broken in pieces. Now, this is the interesting thing, right? We know that the so-called white man over there, they're parading, masquerading themselves as Israel, right? They are the synagogue of Satan per Jesus Christ. Revelation 2 and 9, that's red letters. It is what it is. Do we got to read it? Okay, so look, we ain't got to read it. Do we got to read it?
Let's just read it.
Let's just read it. Let's just read it. All right?
Our people can't hear this enough.
Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and
God
poverty.
know your works, tribulation, and poverty. Who is he talking to? The real Jews, and at that time, Smyrna, right?
That's right.
We got real Jews in Jamaica. We got real Jews in Haiti. We got real Jews in Brooklyn. We got real Jews in Ghana. You understand? God was sending this message to the Jews that were repenting and following him. He said, I know your works, your tribulation, and poverty, because the Jews, because of Bible prophecy, that would be their plight leading up to their salvation. They will be going through tribulation. They will be going through poverty. You understand? Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But you're really rich because you're the chosen. You understand? You are the one that's going to inherit the heaven and earth as your possession, as joint heirs with Christ. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. At that time, there was the Amalekites, the descendants of Herod. They were masquerading themselves as Israelites because they were circumcised and converted and observing the religion. You understand? But they were not of the bloodline. They were not descendants of Judah. Those people had descendants. Those descendants are the people that you see today doing the exact same thing. Why? It's no new thing under the sun. Those people at that time, it's the same generation back today. They doing the same thing because they observe the customs, even though in they books and they documentation, we have nothing tracing us back to the true Israelites. We trace back to a nation of converts, the Khazars. You understand? The Edomites of the stock of Amalek. They know this is in their books, and it's supported and backed up by the Holy Scriptures. God said, Christ is saying here, the fact that they call themselves Jews, which means you're from the tribe of Judah, is blasphemy. I said that I hate you. It's Malachi chapter 1, verse 2, Romans 9, verse 13. I hate you. You understand? There's going to be not any more remaining of you. Obadiah verse 18. You understand? There's no repentance for you. Hebrews 12, 16, and 17. All of this, but yet you rob my people of their land and their identity, and you call yourself a Jew, and you got the world following behind that. That is blasphemy. That's right. Christ said, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Go ahead.
And are not.
But they not the real Jews. They're just not. It is what it is.
Amalek.
Go ahead.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
So Christ gives you the proper way to identify them. You understand? He gives you their true identity here. They say that they're Jews, but they're actually the synagogue of Satan. That's what you call them. That's what you, if you spiritual, he that hath an ear, let him hear. You understand? So when we say, and we not coming from no Muslim, Nation of Islam, Farrakhan, fight the power perspective at all. You understand? When I was a Christian, I didn't know that Jesus Christ called a race of people Satan.
Right.
But now I know. You understand? So that's what I'm going to call it, and that's what you should too. Don't call them a Jew, because they not. Call them the synagogue of Satan. You understand? Now, just in case you're confused, well, I don't know. I still think that's the dude that was boxing with God and fell down to the earth. Read the next verse.
Verse 10.
Come on.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil.
So it's talking to the real Jews. You're going to suffer, right? And what's the things you're going to suffer? Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
So wait a minute. So is it a red mythical creature with two horns and a pitchfork throwing niggas in jail?
Hell no.
Hell no. Who throwing niggas? Who locked up Peter in Acts 12? You understand? Them who said he was a Jew and was not. There was an Edomite, Herod, Agrippa. You understand? That's who was throwing the real Jews in jail for what they believed. Message is repeating itself. You understand? So again, Christ is telling you a race of people is the devil, Satan. You understand? So of course, anybody with any sense would be against Satan. I'm not picking Satan's side, right? But here's the thing. Go to Joel chapter 3. God has a judgment written for every last nation in the planet that has done any wrong to God's people. You understand? Guess what? Palestine. And guess what? Satan can be used and will be used and has been used and is being used by God as an instrument of punishment on those who deserve
right.
it. That's another level of understanding. All right, now watch this. Read that.
The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Verse 4.
Verse 4.
Come on.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, in all the coasts of Palestine?
In all the coasts of who?
Of Palestine.
So God has an issue with Palestine, with the Palestinians. What's the issue? Go ahead.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, well, I will turn your recompense upon your own head.
God says, I'm going to return a recompense upon your head, meaning he has a judgment lined up for them. For what? Go ahead.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
They invaded the temple. Go ahead.
And have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Damn.
The children also of Judah.
The real Jews. Us. Read.
And the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
You sold the true children of God to the white man. That's, do your homework. That's the trans-Saharan or sub-Saharan slave trade. You understand? And they have been taking part in slave trades all the way to the day. Like, what the boxer name? What's the dude name? To this day. To this damn day. And do your homework. Deontay Wilder. Libya, they still selling niggas. They still selling the real Jews in slavery. God has an issue with that. Go ahead.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
Watch this.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
So I'm going to return your recompense upon your head. Go ahead.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah.
So what is God saying? God is saying that the same thing that they've done to us, they're going to receive. There is a judgment allotted for the Palestinians.
That's right.
So when you see them going through things like their children being bombed and massacred and so on and so forth, I know it sounds harsh, but that's God's judgment for them, recompense for what they did to you. You understand what they did to his chosen people. So you associating yourself with them, taking up for them, defending them, that's saying that you have a problem with God's judgment for them.
Bug
So
the
it's for you
hell
to
out.
fall the hell back. Go back to Isaiah chapter 8 and finish that verse 9. It is what it is. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 9. Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
Read.
and give ear, all ye of far countries.
You brothers and sisters in Ghana, read.
Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
Right, you trying to gird yourselves up for them, trying to stand up for them, you're going to be broken in pieces. Read.
Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces.
Right, so if we don't want to be broken in pieces for associating ourselves with those who are getting what was coming for them, we're going to be broken in pieces along with them. You understand? So, brothers and sisters, fall back. You got tribulation and poverty that you dealing with. The true solution, the thing that you need to be worried about is repentance. You understand? So God can give you what's coming for you, and that's
stay in your lane.
Redemption. You understand? From all of these nations, from the Palestinians, from the Arabs, from the Chinese, from the white man. You understand? That's all the hell we need to be focused on. All right? Ain't no sides to be picked in this situation. Pick God's side. What do God want you to do? Repent.
That's
all right. All right. So all praise to the Most High. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I don't know what the hell we going to do, but we going to rock out till it's time for the Bible book of our Father. All right? So don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't log off or whatever. We finna give you a chance to go and use the bathroom real quick. All right? This really for you. All right? Because I know you tuned in. You locked in. So go get a little refresh. What's the damn?
Go get your libations.
Yeah, go get your libations, your refreshments. And we going to be right back with more on Let's Talk Truth.
Y'all all right?
Come on.
Some of you know, some of you may not know. IUIC is doing big things in Ghana, Kumasi. We're building a school from the ground up.
So when we talked about it, people didn't believe it. Why? Because they still had a Negro mind. You can't do that. Hell, white man building stuff all over the place. We have no problem with that. But when it comes to us, we can't even organize to come together and do something. How the hell are you going to call yourself a leader and we're afraid to move? I can't stand that spirit.
We make sure our little place looks nice. But back then, the Most High's house, the temple, it had to be what? Rebuilt. And they were being sluggards and slothful about rebuilding. Building a school, IUIC school from the ground up. This is exponential growth. We're going to build a school in each country on the continent of Africa to be the Lord's will. Where we at, Isaac?
Micah 4 verse 10.
Come on.
Be in pain and labor to bring forth.
Be in pain. Why does it mean be in pain? Because when you're trying to rise an empire, it's going to hurt. It's going to take blood, sweat, and tears. The liberties that we got when the forefathers doing the civil rights, that many liberties you got to run your mouth on the street today. A lot of our people was put to death for that. Dogs sick on them, beat upside the head, all that kind of stuff. Anytime you try to make a change, it's going to be pain.
MIT.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Truth. See, you was able to look at that. See, you was able to use the bathroom and, real quick or whatever, have your little side conversation or whatever. Now you be able to tune in.
Right, we back, Cap. We back.
All right, so we finna get into the fall of Lucifer. Before we do, we got to deal with one of our favorite segments. What the hell is this? All right? Double honors to Bishop McDaniel. Alrighty.
What the hell is this?
We good? Y'all all right? All right.
All praise to the Most High.
All right.
Hey, scroll up, IT.
Yeah, I was trying to bring us in, man. What we talking about?
All right. Marlon Wayans expresses unconditional love for his trans son.
Damn. Our people are stupid as hell.
Now, I did a class, history, and I believe it was earlier this week, right? And I shared with everybody the conversation that I had with my father, my biological father. And this conversation came up why he don't agree with our stance on homosexuality, because a dyke put it in perspective for him based on what if your son was gay and all of that, right? Now, if you have a child and your child chooses to live a lifestyle contrary to God, it's not endorsed to condemn them, right? Like you read about the story in Luke 15, the prodigal son, the son went off or whatever the case may be, but when that son returned, that was his father's greatest joy, right? So you don't count nobody out. You can't judge nothing before the time. If your son chooses to live that lifestyle, then your hope is that he overcomes that and changes and returns to his natural state. However, because it's your son, do you feel like you're obligated to accept and approve the lifestyle?
Hell no.
We're going to see what God say. All right, but let's look at the content first, the subject. All right.
Actor and comedian Marlon Wayans spoke at length about his experience parenting his 23-year-old trans child during an interview on the Breakfast Club radio show Saturday. I have a daughter that transitioned into a son, the actor said. Sharing that his eldest child now goes by Kai, Wayans said he is working on a new stand-up hour that will be titled either Skittles or Rainbow Child.
You can't make this stuff up.
The set will center on Kai's transition and journey. Not their transition, but my transition as a parent, going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance, he said, adding, I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message.
Bug the hell out.
All righty. So which one is it? Okay, scroll down. Scroll down. All right. So look, y'all. Go to Romans chapter 1. Go ahead. Read that. So this is the mentality of the black Christian. It is what it is. Read that.
As a parent, I just want my kids to be free. I want them to be free in spirit, free in thought, free to be themselves. The more you live your truth, the happier your existence.
All right. Now let's read Romans chapter 1, verse 26. Because his daughter transitioned into a son. All right, meaning she wants to become a man. All right, come on.
The book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause God gave them up to vile affections. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature.
All right, so God said that there's amongst his daughters those that have changed their natural use into that which is against nature, right? Meaning they're born with a uterus, a vagina, the tools needed to reproduce, which is their ultimate purpose. You understand? To be fruitful and multiply. They are born with the equipment to do so. You understand? And they want to turn what God has gave them into that which is against nature, meaning they want to scissor kick and eat carpet and stuff like that. All right? Did you finish that verse? Yes, sir. Well, that was it? Okay. Now, watch this. Go to Sirach chapter 22 about a daughter. Sirach 22, read verse 4.
The book of Sirach, chapter 22 and verse 4. A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband.
So a wise daughter will bring an inheritance to her husband, meaning she's going to receive an inheritance from her father and bring that to the table in a marriage. Go ahead.
But she that liveth dishonestly.
What's an example, one example of a woman living dishonestly? Calling herself a man. She introduces herself, I'm Mr. such and such. You understand? And you have to find out some type of way that that's a trans man. You understand? It's not a real man. It's a trans man.
Shame on you.
Woman. That's one example of living dishonestly. So the Bible says she that liveth dishonestly, go ahead.
Is her father's heaviness.
Is her father's what?
Heaviness.
So even though, because in a position that he in, right, and he has to give this narrative. Yeah, I want my kids to be free and live in their truth or whatever. Deep down inside, it's painful to know and to understand that your child is living a life that is against nature.
Emotional damage.
You want that child to bring forth grandkids. You want that child to get married legitimately and things of that nature. And because they want to live their truth, meaning be in bondage to their lust, let their lust overtake them, you understand, you have to suffer the reality that they're never going to live the life that you worked so hard for them to live. You understand?
Damn.
And that is a heaviness. Deep down inside is killing him. It is what it is. The same way if your son, that you want your son to be just like you and grow up and be a man's man and conquer the world or whatever the case, and you find out that he taking Rod up his booty hole, no matter how many damn Iyanla Van Zandt episodes and interventions you get and books you read to help you cope and accept it, deep down inside, it's killing you. You understand? That's every man. That's your father's heaviness. That brother is suffering somewhere in silence because the world is condemning the disapproval of your child living a trans life.
You're telling me that?
Read on. Verse 5.
Verse 5. She that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband.
So that's a bold thing to declare yourself as a man when you have no penis. You understand? Read on.
But they both shall despise her.
But they both shall what?
Despise her.
So God is telling you, a woman that's bold enough in living dishonestly to disown her sexuality, guess what? Her father is going to despise her. It is what it is. Because watch this. Go to Sirach chapter 26. I believe it's verse 11. And this is the problem. And that's why we got to be mindful on the devices that we allow our children to indulge in. And, you know what I'm saying, the things that they grow up and see, because every child's mind is moldable. You know what I'm saying? And what's the word? It's able to be cultivated into whatever the powers that be want it to be.
Message.
Right? The same way this drill music and all this stuff is pushed to influence your son to go and pick up a gun and get lost in the system, because this system was built off free slave labor and they do not know how to detach from that. The easiest way to do it is to create a system to keep the same niggas that we enslaved, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, in a position of where they have to perform free slave labor. That's what the prison system is set up to do. Slavery never ended, guys. You understand? Your cousin, your partner, them that's locked behind them walls, they are perpetuating the same slavery that was instituted when we landed here on ships. There was a system created to continue that. That's why these little niggas is being paid millions of dollars in chains and whips. You understand? To keep that influence in the earth, to warp the minds of your little boys to think that's how you achieve greatness and success and popularity. Pick up a gun, slide on the ops that look just like you, not the real ops that enslaved your people and raped your foremothers or whatever the case may be. It's the same thing. And also with the depopulation and all of that and trying to ultimately exterminate us, hey, let's push homosexuality. Let's push lesbianism. All of these things are subliminally and explicitly in the cartoons your children watch, the different apps that it's little subtle in the little games they play. It's homosexuality, and it would go right up under your nose as a parent while you at work or while you doing whatever the hell you doing. You think your child is playing a little innocent game. Whole time, the main character got a boy that he kissing or something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I'm telling you, we got to be very mindful. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 10.
Read.
If thy daughter be shameless.
Your daughter be shameless, right? She so, for example, one example, she's into girls, right? Read on.
Keep her in straightly.
This is what God say. God say keep her in straightly, meaning be strict in terms of what you allow her to do, where you allow her to go, what you allow her to participate in. Read.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
So America teach you that it's child abuse if you are restricting your children and don't allow them to do certain things that please them or their lusts, right? But God says if you see signs of your daughter being a little hoe or a little lesbo, keep her ass in the house and be strict, because if she got too much liberty, she's going to exploit these wicked lifestyles and become a statistic. You understand? God giving you the solution as a parent. Don't let America philosophies cloud your judgment. I want my child to be happy. And listen, it's a trick. It's a Satan. It's a damn magician. You understand? It's a trick. It may feel good to them, and that's what they wanted. The desire is so strong, but the end of their life is a miserable life. What's more fulfilling to a woman than being 80 years old at the pinnacle of your life and the people that's surrounding your deathbed or whatever the case may be came out of your womb? You understand? Your children got children, and they children got children, and they children got children, and they're all crowding around you in love, earnestly hoping that you never depart from them. What's more fulfilling than that? But because you want to damn scissor kick and scratch monkeys with another woman,
you can't make
your ass going to be 60, 70, 80 years old in a damn nursing home or whatever the case may be, because you wanted to fulfill your lust and you wasn't fruitful like God told you to be. The end of all these lives that's purely based on the satisfaction of your flesh all end miserably. Yep. Don't be deceived. You understand? And that's how a lot of our sisters abuse this. You as a parent, you get them too much liberty. They are exposed to the evil things that Satan put out in this world, and they fall victim to it. And they flip it like, no, this is my truth. No, you are living a lie. Literally, a trans man? You not a man. You not. Right. Just like they say they are Jews and are not, and that's blasphemy, it's the same thing. You have a whole Gucci.
Where are your balls?
Calling yourself a male on your application. That's blasphemy. You ain't whipping nothing out. Stop the cap. You got cap in your raps. For real. Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, that's how you know gentle parenting is Esau's agenda. And every time because that's what they call it, gentle parenting, where you can't whoop your kids. You can't tell them what to do and what not to do. We'll send you to jail. We'll cost you your job if you say something different. And that's the reason why it's mainly black parents, especially celebrities. Oh, my son. But how many Edomite celebrities you see coming out expressing how glad and happy they are that their child is doing this? Not many. Yeah, no. If any, I can't think of any. But now you got D-Wade, we got Boosie, his daughter, D-Wade's son. Now we got
Come on now,
son.
dog.
I guess his pull up the picture again. The daughter is the one on the far right. Oh no, that's Sean. The other one is Kai. So, but the point is, this is all made to what? Destroy. This is part of the death. This is Esau's agenda, and it's working.
Yes, that's Lucifer's job. What you was gonna say?
I was gonna ask if we had time.
Okay. All right. So look. So real quick, y'all, because we just gonna touch. I gotta break down Isaiah 14. Now maybe next week we'll go fully into it, but I promised y'all I gotta be a man of my word. I gotta get y'all the understanding of the fall of Lucifer, what it's really talking about. So within about 12 minutes, I'm gonna try to break down. I'll give you a quick synopsis on Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, we're gonna start at verse 4. Let's read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 4.
Come on. Now, I need y'all to be on point. Go to Google and behind the scenes and to be ready to Google some images, all right, as I speak. Now, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 4.
Come on.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
So, Isaiah 14 is a proverb, a wise saying, a prophecy concerning the king of Babylon. Now, Babylon, the ancient Babylon, was the Ethiopians, right? They were melanated people. This is not the Babylon it's making reference to, all right? Let's get that in Isaiah. Psalms 137. You know what I want. Psalms chapter 137 about Babylon. All right. Who is it in the last days? Babylon the Great. Read that. 137 and 7.
The book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
So the children of Edom, that's the children of Esau, right? Esau means wasted away. Edom means red. The nation of people that whose melanin is wasted away and their blood shows forth through their skin, making their appearance red, is what you know today as the Caucasians, right? That pale horse that we read about earlier. The devil! Right? So what does it call this pale race of people? Go ahead.
O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
So God calls the nation of Edom the daughter of Babylon. I get Zechariah chapter 2, verse 7, about the geographical location of this Babylon in the last days. All right? Come on. Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 7.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Come on.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
So the daughter of Babylon is the nation of Edom, the nation of Esau. Read on. Come on.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
So the geographical location of the daughter of Babylon, right, the nation of Esau, would be the land of the north, what we know as North America. All right, so this Babylon in Isaiah 14 is referring to North America. The race that rules North America is the nation of Edom, who you know today as the Caucasian race. So this is a prophecy concerning them. All right, if y'all finding images that go along with what I'm saying, just put them on the screen. It's okay. All right, y'all watch Bishop classes. Y'all know how it goes. Just whip them out. All right, go back to Isaiah 14, verse 4. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 4.
Read.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
So this Babylon would be a global oppressor, but they have established a golden city, meaning the richest nation ever historically. Right? Go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Read.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
He smote the people in wrath, meaning he has conquered throughout the earth, right? And continually steals resources by way of smiting people in his wrath, meaning military power, infliction of military weapons and bombs and things of that nature. It says with a continuous stroke, because he has never stopped. Think about from World War I to World War II, the Cold War, the damn Afghanistan, Pakistan, every damn where. It has been a continual stroke. If you got family in the military, they know. When have the military ever stopped being deployed overseas? Because they're smiting nations with a continual stroke. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
And nobody hinders it. Come on.
The whole earth is at rest.
So once this nation falls, meaning Babylon the Great, the whole earth will be at rest. Why is it saying the earth will be at rest? Keep reading real quick.
And it's quiet. They break forth into singing.
Read.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
So this nation, for example, right? What gives us oxygen?
Trees.
The trees, right? This nation goes everywhere, cut down all the damn trees, make all this damn, they drilling in every damn ground they can find to find oil and gas, right? Which is damaging the earth, hurting the earth, ultimately polluting the earth. Watch this. Go to Revelation 11 and 18 real quick. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18 about this prophecy. Come on.
The book of Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18.
Read.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged.
Read.
And thou and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name.
Watch this.
Small and great,
Read.
and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
God is going to destroy them that destroyed the earth. Who destroyed the earth? Babylon the Great. We're reading about it. That's why when they are destroyed as a nation, the trees going to start singing. You understand all the natural things in the earth that they have been polluting and destroying on their rage of conquering or whatever the case, that they're finally going to be free and without pollution once this nation is destroyed. God is going to destroy them that has destroyed the earth. Yeah, put that on the screen. Because remember we just read in Isaiah 14. It says, since thou art laid down, meaning since Babylon has laid down, no feller has come against us. The feller is talking about the a lumberjack, right? A person that chops down trees. Read that for me.
The effects of deforestation, the loss of trees and other vegetation can cause climate change, desertification, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, increased greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and a host of problems for indigenous people.
So in other words, destroy the earth. All right, so go back to Isaiah 14, read verse 9 now. Come on.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 9.
Come on.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Read.
It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Watch this.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
So this nation, Babylon the Great, will go through a process of weakening. And that's the time that we living in today. What it called it in that one thing, the fourth turning, right? Or the age of decadence. It's the same thing. This nation is, we're witnessing that right now. It is weakening as we speak. Go ahead.
Art thou also become as weak as we?
Come on.
Art thou become like unto us?
Read.
Thy Pompeii is brought down to the grave.
Thy pomp, meaning your attitude, your confidence, your arrogance is brought down to the grave. Read.
And the noise of thy vow.
What's one of the noises of thy vows? Oh, say, can you see? That shit gonna be brought down to the grave. We ain't gonna hear that shit no more. When Christ come back and destroy it. Come on.
The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
So from verse 4 to 11, we have been reading about what? How this golden city, this great empire, is prophesied to fall from that higher state and be destroyed. With that change in verse 12, no, this proverb is concerning Babylon. Go ahead.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So I know what's going through your mind, but it says heaven. You fell from heaven. You understand? Because we lack understanding of the word heaven. What is heaven talking about? Rulership, a state of rulership. Can we get that in Deuteronomy 11? And then I'm on Lamentations chapter 2. Deuteronomy 11 and verse 20. Yeah, come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11.
21. Hurry up.
In verse 21. That your days may be multiplied in the days of your children, and the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon earth.
Upon where?
Upon the earth.
So heaven on earth. It ain't talking about falling from the Lucifer falling from the sky. It's talking about heaven on earth. And what is that going into? Read on. Come on.
Then will the Lord drive out. For if ye shall
give me verse 24.
Verse 24. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours.
So heaven on earth is conquering the earth, having dominion over the earth. That's what it's talking about. So when it's go back to now, give me the one in Lamentations real quick for more sense. Now this is talking about us during the time of David and Solomon. We were the peak of all nations. We were the top nation. Read that.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on.
How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud of his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel.
So how was the beauty of Israel, which was a nation in the earth, cast down from heaven? They went from ruling under David and Solomon and having taxes and tribute paid unto them to being in slavery. they was cast down from heaven. Go ahead.
And remember not his footstool in the day of his anger.
So go back to Isaiah chapter 14. There's more precepts, but we run out of time. Come on.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12.
Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So you fallen from rulership, dominion over the earth. How has that happened, Lucifer? What does Lucifer mean? Light bearer. How are they the light bearer? They have brought forth all this wonderful, magnificent technology and all of these technological advancements in science in the earth, right? They are the light bearer. God said, how have you fallen, O Lucifer? Come on.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did is weaken the nations.
Which did is what?
Weaken the nations.
So when did the damn the narrative about him losing a boxing match and falling, that resulted in the weakening of nations?
Right.
We seeing how a nation weakened the other nations through what? Pollution, through war, through famine, through damn zoonosis, the creation of all manner of pestilences, and the engineering of death. That is how, and through ultimately war, right? They have weakened the nations. And you're right, religion. That is what Lucifer has did. Lucifer is Babylon. Babylon is Esau. Esau is the white man.
That's
right. Understand? All right? We got to cut it off right there. It's a lot more, but it go with stuff that we don't got time to put up. So we going to have to,
Part 1.
I guess we're going to have to continue next week. Shout out to my cousin. I love you, cuz. All right? But, late show. It is what it is. But, hey, make sure y'all tune in next week. Hit the like button. Spread the word. We gonna go fully into the breakdown and give the sense of the fall of Lucifer. Lord's with it next week. All right. So do me a favor. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas. We trying to hit 40K subscribers.
Right.
All right. Go and do that right now. Cause this stream finna end. So go and subscribe to IUIC Arkansas right now. With that. Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Lord's willing, we'll be back next week with Mo on Let's
Talk Truth.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. I'm going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in.
Reality set in, no longer a babe in this truth, I'm his minister. This work that I put in, these hours I spend ain't enough, I'm his prisoner. Raised from the blood of the men that they sin, but found grace in the one that can pull us out. A true prophet never backs down. I lose it all and come back down. Ran with the best, I won't settle for minuscule. Lord showed us more than this physical. Least went to life, so we fight what I might, and this mission is clear, more than literal. Seen a lot of men break from what I've been through. He ain't ready to die, he ain't in his truth. All gas, no brakes, with the rent due. I ain't missing no blitz like you weak Jews. Never needed you. Come from a cloth that was knit in this war. Lord, keep your hand on my sword. Shield me from evil while I deal with Edom. Lay hands on my enemies, pour their reward. Lift up your prophets through you, we not stopping. Your watchmen were blind, but we not anymore. Lacy your grace, we contend for this faith. We acknowledge our faith, we was born for this war. You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the